Alright, this is Block 7, The Greatest Generation, Section 5, the home front, with the section beginning Internal Migrations. A forgotten thing about World War II and a lot of people's kind of knowledge about the period is that there was an incredible amount of movement within the United States during the war years. Part of that was due to the booming industrial economy. There was, factories opening up lots of new places where there hadn't been that much industry before, especially. People were on the move for jobs. People were on the move to follow people who were, inducted into the Army and the Navy. Add to that all of the infrastructure improvements that were done during the Great Depression, all of the new highways and, bridges and tunnels and dams and power lines, and that the United States of 1941 looked very different from the United States of 1920, and then it looked very different thereafter in 1945. Over 15% of Americans moved during the war, either half of them moving because they were inducted into the Army or Navy, and half of them for other reasons. Many American cities experienced giant booms. Huge boom periods in American urban areas. Seattle, Detroit, Baton Rouge were among the biggest growers. The biggest, though, as we'll see in a moment, are the cities of Los Angeles and the cities of Atlanta. Those are the biggest growers. And those cities and those states kind of define what demographers start to call the Sun Belt. And if you look at the picture up here on the computer, the Sun Belt plus Nevada, I don't know why Nevada wasn't included in this little graphic here, are these areas in blue, areas where it's a little warmer, it's a little sunnier. The biggest growth came in the cities of California and Atlanta. The South, now the South, for all of American history has kind of been the backward part. The less industrialized, the less advanced. But Southern companies and Southern industries got over $6 billion in defense contracts. New rural electrification, TVA, played a big role. The increased amount of highways played a role. The South started to boom. And people moved away with the invention of air conditioning, hugely important invention of air conditioning. People began moving from, places with cold, nasty winters, places like Wisconsin and Michigan, Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania. People started moving to these sunnier areas in the south and in the southwest part of the country. You can see some of the numbers. In the second half of the 20th century, California grew by 175%, Texas 130%, Arizona by 400%, Florida by 363%, Nevada by 573% growth, and this became known as the Sun Belt. Something that's going to play a role in American demographics for the remainder of the 20th and the 21st century. Lots of people on the move for lots of reasons during the Second World War.